And good morning and welcome to week 12 of the Destination Fantasy podcast as we are creeping towards playoffs in fantasy football as we are pretty much at the end of the month here. With that being said, before we go any further, Deshaun, bro, how you doing this morning?
Man, I'm pretty good, bro. I feel like a little jet lag right now. After everything that I did this weekend, I probably still got hangover from like the peach cobbling, the mac and cheese and things like that.
Ooh,
So, bro, I'm here, but I'm like, I'm slow motion today, man. Slow motion.
ooh, shout out to Soldier Slim then. Uh, ooh, we. So at any point in time, you could just dive off into a food coma here. Yeah.
Man, it's feeling like it. No, man, but I had like the last 4 days off or whatever, and it's always good to spend time with like the family, and sometimes life get busy, and what makes family more better to be around than having a couple games of football on. So I'm sure that we're gonna discuss those this morning as well.
Oh man, yeah. We had our traditional, 3 games on Thanksgiving, and then you had
Mm-hmm.
the Black Friday
A
joint going on.
surprise, a surprise. Yep.
Yeah, so definitely been a football weekend, including yesterday. If you're into college football, you had a rivalry week happening yesterday too. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just been a man. It's been a good holiday weekend of football for sure. Um, Warrior Law says, "What's up, guys? Good morning."
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. I'm sure he'll hit us with a question here shortly, but yeah, nevertheless, I guess we can take a quick recap into Thursday's games here. Packers upset Detroit. In Detroit, I really thought Detroit would have took the reins on that one and smack Green Bay, but guess it was the other way around. I guess Jordan Love. He actually performed well, but I
Mm-hmm.
but I want to say probably the biggest thing that I noticed for Green Bay on that one was Christian Watson. He became relevant in that game. Um, I don't have the actual stat line in front of me, but I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably fact check this to correct me. It was
Mm-hmm.
about what was it, about 5 catches, about maybe 74 yards in a touchdown, something around there.
94 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Mm-hmm.
shortchanged the man.
Yeah.
94 yards in the TD. So,
Hey man, that's extra fantasy points, bro. So you can't leave that out.
fine. Even though it's Green Bay, fine. But nevertheless, do you think that Christian Watson might be playable going forward here?
Oh yeah, I do believe so. Man, like he looked like the Christian Watson of like last year, basically for like the first time that we pretty much seen him. He didn't go over like 100 yards receiving, but he was very active. Jordan Love looked for him early and often, man. And I mean, you also got to shout out like the rest of those receivers there. Romeo Dobbs and Jalen Reed made a couple of nice catches. But whenever Christian Watson can be the guy, I feel like this offense is going to flow a little bit better. No Aaron Jones, so AJ Dillon had to shoulder like the load as far as the rushing game was concerned, and like that didn't turn out too well. But I mean, you gotta give a shout out to Jordan Love's arm and his leadership to be able to will them against a very strong Detroit Lions team on the road. So hey, that was a very very solid victory for them.
Absolutely. Okay, so just to pivot here, let's go back to Warrior. Uh, excuse me. He said, "Are the Broncos for real? Took out the Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, and their defense and offense were pretty solid. Looks like their strategy has been defense first and keep the scoring low. Broncos over Browns, especially at Mile High versus rookie quarterback. What do you all think?"
Man, he broke that down nicely, considering the fact that there is no Deshaun Watson there. Look, we even see that they even struggled against like my Pittsburgh Steelers the week before. And as good as our defense is, or has been, like we are like banged up. You know what I mean? Like we don't have any like the linebackers. Like we're missing, key components in like the secondary there. Still, again, this week will be without Minka Fitzpatrick, but even they struggle against a banged up Steelers defense, so you know that they're going to struggle against a pretty high caliber, uh, Broncos defense. Man, look, as much as I don't like the Broncos, man, like they're playing very good ball, and he already mentioned it, Jamar. They knocked off a couple of good teams, the past couple of weeks that I'm still scratching my head about. Um, uh, One being the Chiefs as well as the Bills. I definitely didn't see those two coming. I'm glad I didn't put no money on those games, but that's neither here nor there. No, I think that the Broncos are finally finding their stride. Like Warloff said, I think they want to be able to keep the scoring low and be able to win that game in like the end. Russell Wilson has put this team in a great position to not be able to turn the football over. And I think, they're going to limit that. If they can limit the turnovers up on offense as well as create them on defense, that's typically your winning recipe, Jamal.
Absolutely. And one thing that you said that's definitely been night and day about Russell and this team from last year to this year is the turnovers.
Mhm.
Like that has been kept in check. I mean, granted, he's threw less than 2,100 yards this year, but I mean, the man has 19 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. I mean, they're taking care of the football. Ever since that catastrophe in Miami, they have gotten their act together. I mean, 4 game winning streak. Um, the the Sean Payton, Russell Wilson, marriage that looked like they was about to go down in a dumpster fire. It seemed like they probably went to therapy, went to marriage counseling there. Got their acts together. They probably said what they didn't like to each other, and doing mediation and things like that. They getting it together. You see that. I think Sean is starting to trust Russ more, and Russ starting to starting to trust Sean Payton's philosophy. It just seemed like things are just flowing more smoothly. And then some of that magic that I saw that we've seen out of Russ for years and years in Seattle, like I'm starting to see shines of that, sprinkles of that in the last few games, especially them 2 touchdown passes that he threw to Cortland Sutton in
Mm.
respective games. One against Buffalo, which I was like, oh my god, and then the one last week, the game winner, uh, per se. So I mean, nevertheless, I think the Broncos are definitely a formidable team for sure on that one. So yeah. And then all right, so we're gonna go to Foxborough here. Said morning, guys. This is the 8-man one. We got Hurts, Kamara, Gibbs. Already played. Lamb already played. Tank Dell, Evan Ingram, Joe Mixon. Bench, I got Hurts, Taylor, Evans, Cup. What y'all think? So Cup is playing.
Yep, Cup is playing. But yeah, dude, Tank Dell's been so good. Man, he's been so good. So I'm with him going ahead and like starting Tank Dell. So looks like he have no choice to go ahead and start Evan Ingram at tight end position. Given Joe Mixon. So I like the Hurts, obviously. You know what I mean? Uh AK is cool. He already played Gibbs and Lamb. So the only other things that I can see him swapping out right now, maybe, dude. But Kamara's been a PPR machine, though, so it's like it's kind of hard to really get him. No, I mean it's. I think it's okay. The only thing that I might tweak, maybe I would flirt with the Tank Dell thing, but it's like I can't Jamar right now because he's been like on fire. Like the way that CJ Stroud already said that, he, if does Steph Curry stop shooting? No, so he's gonna air it out, Jamar. Like he's just gonna air it out, and like that bodes well for my confidence in starting Tank Dell this week. shout out to me picking him up in like the Yahoo League, bro, because he's been clutch. I mean, clutch. Yeah, yep. Just got him out the waiver wire. So nah, I'm okay with this. Foxborough. Let me know what your record is. I mean, that's a very bold move to go ahead and sit Cooper Cup. But as far as that Tank Dell is concerned, like it's more so what have you done for me lately? I know Cooper Cup has been banged up. Matt Stafford has been banged up, so the production hasn't been there. And throughout that period in which Cooper Cup haven't performed, Tank Dell's been on fire. So I'm okay with this lineup.
So my thing is
7-4. That's his record.
solid.
Very good around this time.
So for the flex, it's either Mixon or Cut for me in that spot. So do we trust Joe Mixon at home against Pittsburgh, or do we trust Cooper Cup? I can't remember they're on the at Arizona, which I feel like is a very, very favorable matchup for him. So it's like, do we trust the value that Mixon's going to get with Jake Browning at quarterback against your Steelers, or do we trust the bromance Stafford and Cup on the road against Arizona? That's the only thing for me on that one.
No. I'm with you on that. If I'm not mistaken, I got Joe Mixon in a couple of leagues. So I believe he scored a touchdown in like the past 3 games, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like it'll be kind of hard to sit him considering the fact that they do have a rookie quarterback who is probably going to dump it off. I think he's going to be a little bit more involved inside the quick, short passing game, check down. So, I mean, it is kind of tough. Normally, if Cooper Cup was on his ish, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll be like a no-brainer. I'm sure that Foxborough wouldn't even ask the question, but I'm gonna still stick with Joe Mixon over Cooper Cup. It may come back to bite me, but hey.
Okay, so and then just to throw out a curveball here, that Colts Bucks game that has a little intrigue to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got Jonathan Taylor, as we know, like each and every week since he's been back, it's been getting better and better and better. And when we do our league winner segment, he probably might fall in that category at the way the trajectory is going. So would you flirt with Jonathan Taylor or even Mike Evans? Because Mike Evans has a great matchup today, in my opinion.
Let's see this PPR. Boy.
It's tough because it's an 8-man league too, so that makes it even more tough. No margin for error.
You said Evans has a they do play the Colts today, huh?
Yep. I think Indy's at home. Yep, they are.
Man, this is tough. It is a little bit tough. Now you got me really thinking, bro. Yeah, because he's already done played Gibbs as well. That's the killer.
That's the thing. But at this point, it's neither here nor there.
Right. So, what are you thinking?
Man. So, all right. So with things like this, especially in 8-man leagues, you always want to play players that has high floors with high ceilings at all times. At all. I mean, that's just what it is. So, I mean, ultimately,
it's like I would throw in Evans over Cup, in my opinion, considering that he is fully healthy. Jonathan Taylor is just, I don't know.
I think I would. We splitting hairs here, but I think I would probably keep Mixon in, but we splitting hairs here. I would rank it Mixon, Cup, Evans, Taylor.
I'm thinking to myself,
splitting hairs.
I'm thinking to
and
myself like, why do we have so many good people? But then again, it's an
eight
18
man,
win. Yeah, that makes it even
and
tougher.
their own like Evan's ceiling is high, but his floor is not
It's
as
low.
high.
Yeah.
That is just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, like his floor is steadily getting higher. Obviously, we know what his ceiling is, but he hasn't like came close to that ceiling yet. But his floor is steadily getting higher. Mixon's floor, I feel like, has started to actually got a little higher without Joe Burrow here. And ceiling we haven't even seen yet. So
I'm
it's
just for me, it's the volume, right? Like that's the reason why I
yeah.
chose Joe Mixon, considering the fact that the volume's been great, bro. Like over the past like 4 weeks, he has like what 20 plus touches, if I'm not mistaken, in each one of those games. So it's like you kind of got to turn out into some type of fantasy production. Could we easily get burned by starting Mixon here? Absolutely, because he got way more fantastic. He got a bunch of fantastic options here, but I think the safer pick would be to roll with Joe.
Yeah. So I agree with you. So good luck, Foxborough. Join our Discord so we can continue the conversation later. All right. So we got one here from Hunter. Javonte Williams or Madison at the flex. Um, so Javonte is at home against Denver. Madison is at home against my Bears tomorrow. I'm gonna say this much. Uh, I like Javonte Williams over Alexander Madison on this one
Yeah,
for for two reasons.
it just seems like he ain't like really the guy though, right?
Who are we talking about? Oh
Madison,
no,
like
no.
Madison here, like
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
I think they think that he was going to be a little, just another version of like a Dalvin Cook, and they haven't
It hasn't panned
got
that way.
remotely close to that. So it's that's not. So yeah, I mean for that reason, I am going to go Javonte Williams.
Yeah, most definitely. Somehow, some way, my Bears has the number one rush defense in the league. Don't ask. Um,
Are you kidding me?
I am not.
What you mean in like yards per game or
Yeah, it's
touchdowns
like
allowed, rushing touchdowns
just
allowed,
rushing
or
yards.
okay? Oh wow, okay.
Yes, surprisingly enough. But then also, I like Javante in the passing game um, in general, especially today against Cleveland. If I'm not mistaken, what is it? He gets 31% of the target share in the passing game when he's on the field or something like it's some ridiculous stat that I saw. I'm
Mm.
like, my gosh. So I definitely like Javante today. So good luck to you. Like, subscribe, share, continue to rock with us. We got one here from Elliot, Javante or Jerome Flex PPR. They're basically the same player.
Pretty
Uh,
much.
for this one in particular, and based on how the game flow probably be, I would go with Ford. I would go with Jerome Ford. Um, Broncos still getting gashed more times than not on the ground. Um, DTR at quarterback. I don't trust DTR in the air, so I think they're gonna give a lot of value to Ford. I think, yeah, like you said, they're basically the same player, but I'll take my chances with Ford over Javante on this one.
I'm gonna go the same, Jamar. I'm gonna go the same. And again, like I think one guy scores 10, the other one scores 11. Like pretty much, you know what I mean? It's gonna be somewhere around there. But I think that Ford does have the better chance of maybe scoring a touchdown. Uh, Again, this is so you got a very good defense in the Broncos, right? But you got arguably the best defense in the league with Cleveland. All parties are healthy this week for Cleveland. So it's going to be a low scoring game, and I think it plays into both of these guys' favor.
And over under 2.5 interceptions thrown in this game.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. The defenses are just that good up on both sides.
Man. Whew. Yeah, you're right. Definitely right. And then pivot back to Foxborough. He said, honestly, I trust Taylor and Evans more, but the numbers show uh, what I got in. And I guess I think that might refer to Gibbs and Lamb on that one. Um,
Nah, I'm not.
but
I'm not mad at him starting Gibbs or Lamb at all. You know what I mean? So yeah.
it's one of those. It is what it is. I mean,
Yep.
you just make the adjustments moving forward until they show you otherwise. All right. So as we await, I guess more stuff here, or more questions rather. So we do have a player coming back.
Mm.
The return of Kyren Williams, which is a big boost. I feel like to the Rams in general, a big boost to owners of Kyren Williams on your team. And so, are you ready to play a little game here? Like this is Jigsaw and Saw.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Okay. All right. With that being said, wait for it. All right. So Isaiah Pacheco or Kyren Williams today?
Mm. Pacheco. Okay, Pacheco has who this week?
They're at Las Vegas.
I'm gonna go Pacheco.
Okay.
No Max Crosby too. I'm going Pacheco.
I think Crosby is trying to play today, despite
Really?
everything. Yeah,
Okay.
which is wild. Um, all right, this one here, Javante Williams or Kyron Williams.
Kyren Williams.
All right, um, Jalen Warren or Kyron Williams.
I'm taking my guy, bro. He's been good. I'm taking my guy. Sorry. I'm taking
That's
my guy.
all right. That's fair. James Cook or Kyron Williams.
Kyren Williams.
James Conner or Kyron Williams.
Kyren Williams.
Mm. The Gus Bus or Kyron Williams.
Mm. What's the matchup at Baltimore?
They are at the Chargers, which might as well be Baltimore because they don't have a home field.
Nor defense. So give me Gus. Give me Gus. Dude, he just end zone machine. Dude, I don't know what it is. If he's inside the 5, it's curtains, bro.
Yeah, you got a point. All right, I'm gonna give you 3 more here. Bijan Robinson or Kyrie Williams.
Ooh, that's tough.
They are at home against Atlanta. I mean, at home against New Orleans. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going Bijan. I just gotta go upside there. That's a shame that I should even say this, but yeah, I'm going to be giving the slightest of edges to Bijan, and only because Kyren Williams. I know that they said he was ready to go. I mean, like rushing to get off of, IR or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I mean, he's ready. So I just want to see what it is before I go ahead and play him over Bijan because, dude, I swear I wish he wasn't in Atlanta, bro. Like man, bro, like seriously.
Yeah, it's been terrible. Derrick Henry or Kyron Williams. Derrick Henry's home against the Carolina Panthers today.
Kyren Williams, you said they got Arizona too?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going Kyren over Henry. King Henry there. So
Okay. Matter of fact, I know I said I got one more after this, but I'm gonna give you 2 more real quick.
right.
Ramondre Stevenson or Kyron Williams.
Stevenson.
Okay. And then the last one here, Rashad White or Kyron Williams.
White. Man, White's been active in the passing game, man. Like he was the reason why Talanoa Hufanga tore his ACL. Like literally, like he juked him. And like he tried to cut back the other way. His foot was already planted in the ground. He tore his ACL. It's crazy.
That's That's jacked up.
Yep.
All right, so needless to say, Kyren Williams is a
Playable today.
pretty, yeah,
Yeah.
he is solid RB2 today for you. So
Absolutely.
keep that in mind. All right, so got a couple more questions here. We got Foxborough again. This is the 16-man one. At flex, half point PPR, Jalen Warren or James Conner.
Yo, I'm rolling with my boy Jalen Warren here. Look, I said at the beginning of the season, I got him in multiple leagues. Crazy thing is, I traded him away in like a dynasty league, and it's like I am kicking myself over it. When I mean kicking myself over, I'm not even going to reveal who or what I traded him for, but he is no longer with my team, and I'm very upset about that. This guy's explosive. I mean, he just kills it week in and week out. He runs with authority. He's elusive. He's basically everything that Pittsburgh has been lacking in the back the last couple of seasons. Sorry, Najee Harris. I do like the duo. I think that they play well off of each other. But going forward, I like to see Jalen Warren get a little bit more involved. I really would like to see a 60-40 split. 60-40. So I'm gonna have to roll with Warren, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna take Warren here, but the person that you traded Warren to in the dynasty league, they keep reminding me every so often of like, yeah, I got basically Jalen Warren
For
for
nothing. For nothing.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, hey, I mean, yeah, I guess it's a win now approach, I suppose. But nevertheless, yeah, like this, your backfield in Pittsburgh reminds me of the backfield that used to be in Dallas a couple years ago between Zeke and Tony
It
Pollard,
is similar. It is
and
similar to that.
and
Yeah.
and we created that hashtag of free Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I think we deserve the same hashtag for Jalen Warren here.
I'm all for it.
So yeah, I'm gonna definitely add that to the mix today for you. So yeah, Foxborough definitely start Warren on that one. Good luck to you. And then Elliot says James Conner or Williams. Kyren Williams. I mean, we just asked you this one.
We already said this one, so I'm gonna have to roll with. I'm gonna have to roll with Kai, man. Like I'm gonna have to roll with Kai. Look, these two guys are playing against each other too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So game flow. I don't know. I can see it more so playing in, the Rams' favor in this game. Not saying that Connor isn't going to be productive, but like I think that Kyren Williams has a possibility, a very strong possibility, to pick up exactly where he left off. So, oh no, what's going on with? So he got to be a Baltimore fan or something like that. He gotta be like a Baltimore fan or something like that. Elliot, what's wrong with Warren, bro? He's been balling.
I don't know, man. I think ever since you started banging that drum. Oh man.
Well, I didn't get a chance to bang it last week, dude, because like I wasn't here. So it's like, and we end up losing that game. So I'm hopefully just throwing some good juju into like the universe. Hopefully we can be able to get a dub today. So.
No, that's fair. All right, so let's keep it moving. As we await more questions here. So you kind of mentioned this guy earlier, but he's definitely on our thumbnail here. Has Tank Dell arrived? Is this truly a thing here?
Yes. And let me break it down for you, Jamar. CJ Stroud is the real deal. Shout out to Ohio State for finally getting the quarterback out there. That is just, you can just see it just right there. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans for getting this team right. Former player. I mean, very, very gritty and intelligent head coach, man. I like D'Amico a lot. But you look at the pairing of Tank Dell. I think Tank Dell is about 5'10", 5'11", somewhere around there. And then you got a 6'4" Nico Collins. Both of these guys play beautifully. They fit each other's playing style. And then you got CJ Stroud just throwing the ball everywhere. Like, you throw in Noah Brown and you got Dalton Schultz, and you kind of got a very good younger wide receiver core, plus the tight end as well. So it's like, bro, like I can see this legit being a thing. So going forward, and I'm going to stand on this, Nico Collins, Tank Dell are going to be 1,000-yard wide receivers for at least the next 3 years. At least, minimum, while those guys are still there. Like, they're that good. This offense is rolling that much, and they want to emphasize the passing game. So, Dell is crazy good, bro. Crazy good.
Man. So, all right. So Elliot said two more things here. So, one of the things he said in reference to Deli Dale, he said needs an off season with Steve Smith. That would be amazing.
I can see his hat. Okay.
And
Broncos fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, you know what? They have, but it's not their fault, bro. Like, you look at the offense, let's just say that Sam Howell. Let's say we picked up Sam Howell. I guarantee you that all of those players would have had some type of value. It's honestly Kenny Pickett. It is. Look, Jamar. I'm gonna say it. Look, I know this ain't no segment right now, but I gotta get some things off my chest, right? So the firing of Matt Canada was great. All the Pittsburgh fans rallied. I heard that they were giving out free beer in Pittsburgh. It was kind of crazy, right? But Matt Canada isn't the one that's, out there overthrowing wide open wide receivers, hitting them too high, throwing the ball too low. He isn't making terrible reads. So it's these next couple of games for how many more games we got? 7, 6, somewhere around there?
6, yeah.
So 6 more games. These 6 games will be Kenny Pickett's. You got no more excuses, bro. You got an improved offensive line. Offensive line has stood up. It has literally stood up and wants to play for this guy. You got 6 games to show that you're the guy. Trust me. I watch college football a lot. You mentioned those games yesterday that we had. Crazy. So at the same time, there are quarterbacks coming out of this draft that can replace you in a heartbeat, bro. So this is your tape right here. You about to go lay it all out up on the field. No more excuses, man. Ran over, man. Ran over.
Do you feel better?
I do, man. Man, that felt good, man. Because look, as poorly as we've played, bro, I think we've been outscored in every game that we played offensively. And to still say that we got a 6-4 record, imagine if we just had a better quarterback. Like, seriously, that's all we need. We got the playmakers. We just need somebody to get them the ball, bro. So
I get it. Trust me, the team that quarterback Bears don't really mix, but I get it. You say he's holding on to Deontay here just to see if he would air it out now. If Canada's gone, I asked you that question in the chat. Can Kenny Pickett throw for 200 yards now? Can he do that?
I'm not sold, bro. Like, I'm not sold. I just don't think that the firing of an OC is gonna warrant immediate airing the ball out. Like, yo, Kenny Pickett's gonna throw for 300 yards. Only thing I want to do, honestly, Jamar, only thing I want to see Kenny Pickett do is throw a multi-touchdown game. That's it. That's all I want to see.
He has yet to do that, right?
He did it once in his career so far, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, just one time. So it's I don't know. It's just been very, very difficult watching these games, bro. And I got a bunch of gray hair on this side of my head right here. You can't see it because the LA Fitted is covering it, but it's a bunch, and I'm sure to think that majority of them came from watching the Steelers this year.
Okay. All right, we're gonna see what the post Canada era
Right.
for Pittsburgh starting today. But we got one here from Caden, the Colts fan. How's it going, sir? Ooh, Cooper Kupp or Tank Dell?
Listen, we went over this a little bit before, Jamal. I can't find no reason to take Tank Dell out of there. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He's healthier. You know what I mean? He's been more productive. The rapport with him and CJ Stroud has been phenomenal. No, I'm going Tank Dell. That's crazy to say because the guy to the left of him has won a triple crown before, Jamar. So it's It's tough, but what have you done for me lately? Tank Dell been balling. I'm gonna have to leave Tank Dell in there, bro.
It's freaking crazy. In the last 3 games, 35 targets.
Mm.
35 of them boys, 4 touchdowns.
And just the past 3 games, he's been phenomenal, Jamar. Phenomenal. Crazy thing is, the person who I traded Jalen Warren to has Tank Dell. So
Yeah, and he also got Puka,
Puka, yep.
a plethora of draft picks. Yeah, and he's trying to get my draft pick too. I'm not going that easy. You gonna have to.
Crazy thing is that if you, I mean, it's a little no limit soldier going on there, man. I think he's tanking a little bit there,
Without a doubt.
man.
No, that is definitely what's happening. I can confirm that on the
Yeah,
record and off the record. I can confirm that one.
yeah, but you can't get mad at him as long as he out there playing active players. But definitely can sense some tanking is going on there. So, but hey, more kudos to you.
Yeah, what's wild is I can tell my team is bad because I'm playing my best players every week and I'm still
That is
taking it.
already discussed, Jamar, because it's funny you should mention that. So we had like a conversation offline or whatever, because week to week we'll see like projections and things of that nature, and we'll see how far the projections are. Yours are always close every week because you actually go out there and play the players that you need to play. You just happen to lose. You scored more than like 4 to 5 other people. You just got the worst record. You just happen to play the wrong people at the wrong time on a week to week basis. It sucks. I wouldn't want to be you. Like I probably wouldn't have no hair. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
It is, man. I mean, at this point, I mean, I know what I need to do
Yeah.
in the off season. So I mean, I ain't tripping. I definitely want my number one pick though. I do want my number one pick at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So by all means, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get my number one pick. But I'm still gonna play my guys though, just so you know. All right. So Elliott came back and said, I traded Cup for Waddle and Javante. Cup has looked the same this year. Now watch him go for 30.
I kind of need that too, Elliot, man, because I am starting Cooper Cup in one league. I'm benching him in another because that's the league that I have. Also have Tank Dell. So yeah.
Sheesh. I mean, I do expect Cup to do his thing
Oh yeah, yeah,
today
yeah.
for sure. And yeah, last week, I played Cup. I got burnt, but I played Cup in my DraftKings lineup. But I mean, you can't predict injuries. So, I mean, it is what it is.
No, you definitely can't.
So, so yes, I guess so far, today we discussed the return of Kyren Williams. We discussed, has Tank Dell, I guess his arrival party here.
Oh, he's there.
Matter of fact, are you ready to go through the ringer with Tank Dell?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
All right. All right. We'll start it off a little slow and ramp it up. Adam Thielen or Tank Dell?
Tank Dell.
Okay. All right. Chris Olave or Tank Dell?
Who does Chris Olave have?
They are at Atlanta.
Ooh. And Tank Dell is where?
Home against Jacksonville.
That is a divisional matchup there.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Tank Dell. Give me Tank Dell.
Fair enough. And then just coincidentally, it's a lot of divisional games today, this week in general. It's a lot.
Yeah, a lot of them normally are on like the back end of like the season. And it's beautifully scheduled for the NFL, by the way, just so that more teams can still play their people instead of like having like a bunch of players sitting out toward like the end of like the season. So I like the way how they set the schedule up that way.
Yeah. No, absolutely creates parody, creates a bunch of these storylines, creates drama. All right, we're gonna ramp it up. Devontae Adams or Tank Dell?
Tank Dell, I trust the quarterback more. I mean, hey, what? O'Connell or CJ Stroud. I mean,
you took a page out of one of my books. Hey, I love it. All right. Michael Pittman or Tank Dell today?
Pittman.
Okay.
Target share. It's crazy.
Jamar Chase or Tank Dell?
I cannot sit a Jamar Chase. You can't do it, unfortunately. As good as Tank Dell has been, it's still Jamar Chase at the end of the day. He needs 2 catches to go for 90 yards and the score. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give some respect where respect is due. Even though he is in my division. So yeah.
That's modest of you, man. I appreciate that.
yeah.
DJ Moore or Tank Dell?
Tank Dell. Wait, who do you guys got today?
We play on Monday night. We got Minnesota.
Ooh. Oh man, another divisional matchup. Jesus.
I'm telling you, there's plenty of them this week.
Slight edge to Tank Dell.
Okay, I respect it. All right. Give you 2 more here. 2 more.
Because if it wasn't Minnesota, if it was someone else, I'll probably go DJ Moore, knowing that he is the passing game, him and Komet. So.
All right. Let's say Mike Evans or Tank Dell.
Tank Dell.
All right. Stephon Diggs or Tank Dell.
Diggs.
Okay. All right. Man, you've been doing 2 ringers today. I'm proud of you.
Look, man, dude, Tank Dell has been like, Jesus, I would have wished I would have landed him, bro. It's, oh my God. And he was on my, in Dynasty, you got to take like a kind of different approach, right? You got like this, like you're like the GM and you got like this board and you're Xing them off as people drafting them, seeing who high and low on your board. He was pretty high on my board. Had an amazing preseason. Normally that doesn't always transition into good regular season football, but it did for him. He walked straight into it, bro. So,
X. So Elliot is asking, worst team in the league?
Yes, you are. But let me go ahead and break down some statistics real quick, Jamar. Because I'm a stats guy. My brother always says that, man, you're such a stats guy. Yes, I am. So, crazy thing is, Jamar has scored 3,526 points for us. And for anybody that said, whoa, like what type of league is that? It is a dynasty league. We play both sides of the football, play offensive players as well as defensive players. No offensive line. So everything else, we play kickers. You know what I mean? So, and we don't do special teams players, but everything else is there. So it looks like, Jamar, you scored more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams. And yet, you're the one that is 1-10 right now. So you have allowed by far the most points allowed. By far the most points allowed with 4,000. It's just, I mean, you can't. The next closest person is Keelan, actually, with 3,900. And Keelan has a 7-4 record. So, it's just the luck of the. It's the luck of the draw. He said you made it personal. Oh, you talking about the NFL? Oh, dang!
Like everybody just coming at me today. Dog.
I swear, I thought that went hand in hand. My bad, man. No, look, it's just, it's Jamal. Where you at right now? I've been there in like a regular league. You know what I mean? But the crazy thing is don't fumble the number 1 pick. Basically, don't fumble the number 1 pick. If you fumble it, you are. We know who you're gonna take. Come on, man. Can we get you to say who you're gonna take live? Can we get it? Can we get this on the record? Right now it's the number 1 pick. Who you picking? Dynasty League. Dude, just say it, bro. We all know you're thinking it. Just say it, please, for us.
Oh, I'm gonna take Bo Nix.
Okay, yeah, okay. Look, this gentleman is going Marvin Harrison Jr., bro. Like just like anybody else would inside the Dynasty League.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's how it's going. He didn't say it. I'm gonna say it for him. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's seriously, I'm about 98% there
Yep.
for sure. Worst team in NFL though. Are we talking about the worst team in National Football League? The Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
That is like I understand that the Giants are abysmal. The New England Patriots are trash. I mean my Bears are not good. I get all that, but Panthers. I don't even understand how the Panthers even beat Houston this year. So I'm still wrapping my head around that. Like they shouldn't even have won a game. But we'll see how it goes. I just need them to continue to lose the rest of the year. That'll make me feel great. All right, so switching gears here, we got one here from Youngster. I need a kicker for next week. Who should I drop? Tajay Spears or Algier? This one here is a little interesting.
It is.
Cause like part of me wants to just say just delete Algier altogether. Yep. Cause Spears actually has some backing value for the rest of this year. Because once the moment that Tennessee is completely done, I feel like you're gonna see a lot more Tajay Spears.
Have to. Thank you. Have to. I mean, honestly, I really don't see any difference in like both of these two guys, Jamar. Like, I really wouldn't be mad. Like, nobody's rushing to go pick up Tajay Spears off the waiver wire. Nobody's rushing to go pick up Tyler Algier off the waiver wire. So, but if I had the chance to drop one of the two, I'm probably gonna drop Spears just for the time being, considering the fact that I think Algier still gets a bit of more so of like the carries over Tajay Spears. If I'm not mistaken, it's still well over I think like a 70-30 split with King Henry and Tajay. But Algier and Bijan Robinson it's almost close to a 60-40. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one injury to Bijan Robinson I mean, I'm not saying the same thing about Tajay Spears. Well, kind of more so, yeah. I think it'll kind of propel them into like a little bit more of like a starting role. But I'm gonna let go Spears myself personally.
Yeah, I'm definitely get where you're coming from. If you're thinking about the immediate, then yeah, it'd be Spears. I'm thinking about the long term of the rest of this season. I'm thinking of getting the boot to Algier. So I mean, honestly, tomato.
Yep.
On that one.
And if you ain't gonna need that kicker again, I guarantee you both of these guys are still gonna be there to pick up next week. So you can just pick them right back up.
Well, what he said. So yeah, good luck to you there. Elliot says they play the Titans. As far as the Panthers, just can't start them. They're bad too.
Yeah. I mean, outside of that big game that that Will Levis threw for 3 touchdowns, and they think that they found the next thing since sliced bread. You know what I mean? It's you don't really see too much from that team. It's kind of abysmal. Oh, no doubt, young star. It's kind of. It's like a shit show, Jamar, basically. Like, that's exactly what it is. It's a dumpster fire. And I feel bad for teams like that. I really do. But honestly, I can't see no difference from them than any of like the other like, honestly, we're only a peg away from where they're at, bro. Like, I'm being completely honest, because we can't even move the ball past midfield up on most, drives. And it's just, I know I had a rant, man, but it's like I'm ready to see some yards, Jamar. Like, seriously, bro. Like, even you guys can move the ball to the red zone, man.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, with our quarterback, yeah.
Y'all can actually get down there. We can't. It seems like we just can't.
So can we like combine some of our personnel with yours? Like just cancel our coaching. I'll give
Mm-hmm.
you your coaching there.
Mm-hmm.
We just mix it up. I think we might actually have a formidable team here. Like
So we gotta that's I'm not with that, man.
I'm just
We
saying,
gotta
like
combine two teams in order for like the teams to be, oh man, that's tough. That's tough, bro.
hey, I mean, look, we can do bad all by ourselves. I understand that.
Man,
You
okay.
all have a winning record. I don't even know what that feels like. I don't know. Remember the last time that feels like, but
Man.
nevertheless, I mean, we'll see how it goes here post Canada era today. Um,
I need that hashtag up when you get a chance.
top defenses left for week 11. Do you need a streaming defense? If that's what you're asking me, I will definitely provide you some feedback on that. Let me know here shortly. But in the meantime, let's go to Dylan real quick. All right, he said, "What's up? A few start sits, all full PPR. You ready for the ringer?" He got 4 questions here. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, first one. All right, so we got flex. Pick one: Hollywood, Downs, Hunt, Cook. All right, so I will say this: the Bills and Eagles game flow today is probably the number one fantasy friendly game of the week. So I'm just throwing that out there.
I can see that.
Just throwing that out there. Um, Hollywood has not been the Hollywood we have
Nope.
expected.
My name, he's already on my list. He was showing some signs early in the season, like, whoa, like, okay, TD, huh? Okay, the next game 100 yards, and then he kind
Yep.
of fell off the face of the earth. So nah, Hollywood is already out of it for me. It's for me, bro. It's the last three that I'm kind of stuck on. Downs has been good. He's been hurt, but he's been good or whatever. But it's Hunt and Cook. No, right? So I'm gonna
I,
I'm gonna go Cook. I'm gonna go Cook. And here's why. So even outside of like the game, I think like the last game that they had played with, I think Cook fumbled and then he got like just game time in game benched for like I think like the first half or something
mm-hmm.
like that, and he still ended up with like 100 yards in that game. Look, this guy is explosive. He's not going to give you much in terms of red zone efficiency, let alone red zone targets or carries. But I believe he did score a receiving touchdown in the last couple of weeks in the red zone, if I'm not mistaken. I watch a lot of Bills games. Um, so it's volume is gonna show Cook just for volume. Downs isn't a bad play. Hunt isn't a bad play. The only bad play here would be Hollywood Brown, but I gotta roll with the volume,
All
and that's
right,
gonna
so
be Cook.
I'm with you there. All right, so next one here, pick one of our receiver, DJ Moore or Calvin Ridley. I'm going with my guy. I don't care. I'm going with my guy. I know Calvin Ridley had the best game of his Jags career last week.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. And I hope that does trend in the right direction for all Calvin Ridley people out there. But my guy's been more consistent. My guy has a pretty good matchup. Game flow says my guy gonna do his thing. Not saying that really can't do his thing because I do like the game flow between the Jags and the Texans as well.
Mm-hmm.
I just trust my guy a little bit more.
That's okay with that because I'm with you when you're right, Jamar. Give me some DJ Moore as well. Like you've already mentioned, Calvin Ridley's been good, bro. Just that week, but before that, what has he been doing? So I'm gonna have to roll with DJ Moore by default for sure.
All right, number 3, one running back, Ford, Singletary, or Connor. So I'm ruling out Singletary because
Mm-hmm.
Damian Pierce is back, and then we got Ford and Connor. Connor, I am probably gonna lean towards. Ooh, I want to say Ford,
Mm.
and that's tough, but I want to say Ford.
I'm gonna go Connor. I'm gonna go Connor. I think Ford probably does have the better matchup. I think so. As far as rushing yards allow, I think Denver gives up a little bit more. But at the same time, I think James Conner scores in this game. I think he finds pay dirt in this one. So it's that 6 points is going to be hard to beat.
I'm with you. I think I think Ford will find pay dirt as well. I think both of them will, but splitting hairs for me. So I'm not mad at you on that one.
Yep.
And then the last one here: Odell, Murray Coop, Ty Chandler, and Keaton Mitchell.
Odell has shown some promise over the past couple of weeks. Amari Cooper has been trending downward for me, Jamar, because of DTR there, unfortunately.
Correct.
And Keaton Mitchell is one of those that can be a pest. Like he can get 2 carries and take it 50 yards. You know what I mean? So it's man, this one is actually tough, bro.
I feel like Mitchell's a poor man's Devon Achane.
I can see that. I can see that, man. But no one likes the poor man's because that's basically great value version. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, sometimes the great value version don't be half bad.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Just saying. Yeah, Odell has definitely been doing his thing in the last 3 weeks. A little bit here.
And who do they have today,
The
Jamar?
Chargers.
Oh, wait.
You know what?
You can give it up.
You know what? Give me some Odell today.
Okay. I'm with you. I got to roll. They play against the Chargers. Hopefully, Derwin James racks up a lot of tackles. I need it.
Yeah, fair enough. So good luck to you, Dylan. Appreciate you for coming back. So Elliot, he says correct as far as a streaming defense for today.
For just today? Because I honestly think that the best defense for the week had already played. Who did I have ranked number 1? Give me a second.
Was it them boys?
Yep, it was them boys. It was the Cowboys.
Streaming defense, probably that's available here.
What about New England? You think New England is still out there?
Oh, there's a strong possibility they're still out there. And that's not a bad one.
Considering that they play the Giants.
Right. And excuse me. Contrarian, the Giants against the New England isn't a bad play either. So basically, both defenses in that game was not a bad play.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. Okay.
Houston's defense, even though they're playing Jacksonville, I think Houston's defense isn't a bad play. I
don't know if I trust that one.
Just saying.
It is a divisional game though, and those tend to be a little bit low scoring.
All right, we automatically crossing off the Chargers. We ain't doing that.
Nah, never. You will never hear me say play their defense. I would not. Look, I like everybody a little bit too much for that, man.
Man.
I'm sure Denver's ain't out there no more because like they've been balling the last couple of weeks. But Denver versus Cleveland, I feel like that's gonna be a very low scoring game. I say like a 17-14 game or something like that, maybe.
Denver's defense is available in one of my leagues too. I'm just sitting here.
Really?
It is. And the only reason why I haven't even jumped on it because I have Baltimore's defense.
Okay. No, I ain't mad at that.
That's one of those. I'm just sitting and forgetting. I don't care who Baltimore playing. Baltimore gonna get theirs.
Somebody gonna turn the ball over for Cleveland today. Whether it be the quarterback, he's either gonna throw a pick or he's gonna fumble. Somebody's gonna do something. So.
But yeah. So as far as streaming defenses, if available, Giants, Patriots, I think somewhere in that ballpark, low scoring game. I see turnovers, I see sacks. So that's what I would say. I'm pretty sure there's a good chance one or both those defenses are available in your leagues. So let me know about that, Elliot. Def Knox says, good morning, guys. Good morning. Excuse me. Dave says, Mr. DFL. So I'll still do them. I will. I didn't know, excuse me, people was paying attention to it. But I'll tell you what. If you join the Discord, because I was actually thinking about this before you mentioned it, I was just thinking about posting my DFS lineups in the Discord in a separate channel within the Discord. So that way, people that have interest in that, I'll definitely do that. So definitely join the Discord. I will post one today because I just got through finishing my cash game lineups. I got to work on my tournament lineup, but I have that up before kickoff on that one. So appreciate that, Dave. All right, so we got one here from Z Smitty. Start Kyler or CJ. Also Mixon or Olave at flex.
Come on, man. Z Smitty. Look, I get it. Kyler has the ability to use his legs. But that boy CJ got a rocket for an arm, man. He's going to sling that thing around. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So, look, I'm rolling with CJ here. Gotta roll with CJ. And stop, don't do it, man. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. Like, I get it. It's gonna be some growing pains here and there. Like, I think he finally threw a multi-interception game. You know what I mean? But he still threw over, I think, 300 yards in that same game and a couple of touchdowns. So it's this dude is everything that you would want your rookie quarterback to be. So from this point forward, he's like a lock for me as far as like lineups are concerned. So Mixon and Olave at the flex, right?
Yeah.
So
that's tough.
It really is because I like Olave's matchup this week. Leaning CJ and Olave, I ain't mad at it. I'm not mad at it, Smitty.
Where's Ian at? Because this would be the perfect time. Like Ian, what school did CJ go to? What school did Olave go to? And he like,
man,
Ohio State. Like
perfect connection right there,
bruh. Ian, where are you? you just missed your fame, man.
Yeah, I feel like the only time we need to, go ahead and signal Ian, it's like the bat, symbol is just throw like an Ohio State one.
But hey, but that bat light probably out because they lost to Michigan yesterday. That's probably why he didn't show up today. That's probably why he didn't show up today.
Oh, come on, man. It was a good game.
It was. But man, I hope that didn't really knock them out the playoffs, but that's close. That's gonna be a close one when it's all said and done for that. But
I think it will.
And that sucks too, because I think they are the top 4 team in the country. Either way, I guess back to this. I mean, I ain't mad at the Ohio State connection here at all. I say Olave has higher upside.
By far. Considering the fact that at least he still works within a quarterback that he's already familiar with, as far as mixing, like the offense is going to gotta be up and down. Considering that Joe Burrow isn't there. If Joe Burrow was there, this will be even tougher. But I'm not mad at the OSU connection.
Yep, and see. Stuff like that is where you have to pay attention to. That's why I always mention Deshaun. I look for the high over unders on games. If it's trending towards a high scoring affair, then it's like okay, like we all about to eat on this one. Unlike that, Steelers Browns game last week, that was interesting. But nevertheless, you get what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so yeah, I rode with the Ohio State boys on that one. All right, so we got one here for bang and play. Pause. Should start up and Kyren Williams together. I can replace one of them with Nico or Kirk PPR. So I can see a game flow to where the Rams come out early, blitz them, get all their points, and then give the ball to Kyren Williams in the second half, and they both eat. I can see that happening. But I don't know. I feel like with the emergence of Tank Dell, Nico's production isn't the same as it was at the beginning of the year. But I know he is. I still, from a football standpoint, Nico is him. Like, I know that.
For sure.
Production-wise, it hasn't been there in the last few weeks because of the arrival of Tank Dell. I mean, which I understand. Your boy Kirk here, I mean, he's still been a solid play.
But no, I'm not mad at the Cup thing. I'm still playing Cup over Nico and Kirk here. So Kyren, it's just So does he need a running back, or can he play both Cup and Nico? Like, is playing Cup and Nico a possibility, or what here? Bang and play. So it's like that'll be like the only one that I'm willing to throw in because I can really see that being a thing as well. But I'm not mad at the Cup and Kyren together thing from the same team. No, it's okay. So he says Kyren is at the flex. So what are you thinking, Jamar? Could you swap in a Nico for Kyren?
I mean, you can. All right, so you definitely can because game flow. That's one of the ones that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. That Jacksonville Texans game. You can definitely do that. And if you want to take the wait and see approach on Kyren Williams, because that's the only I guess negative with Kyren is the unknown if he's going to get the same production that he was going to get when he was before he got hurt. That's the only thing. I'm thinking he will, but we don't know for sure. But if you want to want the guys with more upside here with higher ceiling here, then by all means play Nico.
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. That's why I asked the question. If Kyren is in his flex or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and play Kyren. Kyren is coming off. He actually tied his season high with 11 targets last week. Like that's a lot of volume. And again, they are at home against Jacksonville. So yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. So definitely good luck to you. Let us know how you do. Matter of fact, let us know your record as well. Please like, subscribe, share, and continue to rock with us. Dave said he will join the Discord, and I think I did just see him join. So appreciate you for joining. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna create the DFS channel for that, and we'll definitely get it going for that for sure. All right. So Dylan came back, says Broncos defense versus Browns or Titans versus Carolina. Also kicker question. We got Dicker the kicker for the Chargers, versus Baltimore, or Joseph versus Chicago. Okay.
Okay, first things first. I'm going Denver.
Correct. I'm with you.
I'm going Denver as far as the defense is concerned. Again, I get it. The Titans defense against Carolina. Jamar, you already mentioned it. Carolina is arguably the worst football team in the league.
No, it is the worst football. There's no argument. It is. But we are taking.
You're gonna break Ian's heart, bro. You're gonna break Ian's heart. First, Ohio State loses, and now you talking about his Carolina Panthers like that, bro. So,
but I mean, Ian will be all right. It'll be bittersweet to Ian. Yeah, he knows that. Yeah, Carolina's getting stumped down, but he also is a Bears fan, and he will take that number one pick along the way. So he'll be fine. So yeah, we're taking Denver on that one. So the kicker question. So I'm probably gonna lean towards Dicker the kicker. Pause. Simply because that is a very fantasy-friendly, high-scoring event to a certain degree as well. I understand Baltimore's defense is, elite. However, all said and done, I feel like, Justin Herbert is an elite quarterback, and Justin Herbert will at least get the ball within field goal range. Bless you.
Thank you.
And maybe they might not convert a lot of touchdowns, but they should be in range to get a lot of field goals. And that's how I'm viewing the game.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, we already mentioned that one, so yeah, I'm cool with that too.
All right, fair enough. So good luck to you there,
Dylan. Appreciate you, bro.
As always. All right, so we got one here from I don't even know how to pronounce this. I'm gonna call you Chad. All right, so pray for me. I'm running Mac Jones, Ramondre, Hunter, Henry stacks today. I'm either a genius or okay. All right, so I'm assuming this is tournament play because you're definitely not doing this in cash games. I know for a fact you're not doing this in cash games. and look, if it hits, if it goes the way you think it's gonna go, then yeah, you would be a genius because the roster percentage of people playing that lineup is going to be slim to none. So that means you're going to be one of one out there. And yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it. Just know, the floor is pretty low on these guys. your return on investment need man. Look, I'll say this much: if Mac Jones comes out those for 250, 2 touchdowns, and one of them goes to Henry, and Ramondre gets a receiving one or even a rushing one. And if this is DraftKings, you definitely would love for him to get the 300 mark so he can get that bonus here, or Ramondre get the 100-yard rushing so he can get the bonus. That'd be lovely. It just, I mean, you are hoping for a perfect alignment of the stars here, but it can work. I mean, if it does work, you are probably gonna cash out today. So, good luck to you. Good luck to you on that one. All right, so Smitty also says, I got JJ coming off of IR. Do I drop Deontay or Kyler? Only thing about dropping Kyler is that if I make the playoffs, I love the Week 14 matchup, I believe, against the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know this stuff ain't personal, but how does it always become personal with my guy, with my team, man? Why they always taking shots at my team?
Look, yo, I did the same thing last week with Jared Goff. Like, I actually played Jared Goff over Josh Allen, and I ended up losing that game because Jared Goff threw 3 interceptions, Jamar. So,
I mean, Goff has what's the character's name off Malibu's Most Wanted? Is it
B-Rad? Yeah.
B-Rad, yeah.
B-Rad.
Because I know he dressed up as B-Rad for Halloween a few years ago, and it looked just like the man.
Yeah, it was dope.
And every time that he kept turning over the ball on Thanksgiving, I started thinking about that costume he wore. Like, he turned into B-Rad out here. He's not Jared. Man. Like, so, yeah, I feel anybody that played golf here lately. So I get the concern here, like if you drop Kyler, because if you happen to make, in the playoffs and you happen to make it to Week 16, it's kind of as great as CJ has been playing. It's like that's tough, right, Deshaun?
Absolutely.
Like CJ against Cleveland, yeah.
I don't care. I don't care who he's playing at this. Like, you can't, bro. Like, it's like at the volume that he throws the football and the pinpoint accuracy, and like he gets the ball up the field, man. Like, I swear I wish we had this. And it's like, I'm a little envious, you know what I mean? Because I wish we had a quarterback like that. You know what I'm saying? But no, at this point, I don't care about matchups with CJ until he proves that he plays a very, very, and I get it. The Cleveland Browns, to me, on paper, no, just the eye test, right? No paper included, just the eye test. They are the best defense in the league, in my opinion. The front, from the linebackers to the secondary, those guys just get it done. Myles Garrett is playing on an elite level. He's playing outside of his body. Defensive player of the year, even. You know what I mean? So, I still don't care. I don't care. I'm still playing CJ over Kyler, regardless of the matchup.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna keep it moving because we're starting to get a little behind here. All right, so next one here is from Def Knock from TV. Need a quarterback for Week 13, which is next week. I'm leaning towards Derek Carr because of the matchup. Do you have any that you prefer? Okay, Week 13. Let's see.
So I'm just thinking of like streamers, right?
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Let me go to like a standard. Am I in a standard league? Like Destination Fantasy Pod is a what? That's a 12-team league, right?
Correct.
All right. So who's that? I mean, what about Matthew Stafford? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Matthew Stafford will be a bad play this week. I think that he is rostered in, let's see, 31.1%.
For next week. Who they play next week?
Oh, he said Week 13?
Correct.
Okay, my bad. Hold on, let me see. Because I know that they had Arizona this week. They got Cleveland. That's a no. That's a no.
what about? Ugh, this is a dark throw. What about your boy Kenny Pickett at home against Arizona next week?
At home against Arizona, I mean, I'm not mad at that one at all. That has to be a winnable game, right? That has to be a game in which Kenny Pickett should be able to spread his wings. You know what I'm saying? And, take off the fly. One would think so. So no, I'm not mad at that one, Jamar.
So
Matchup.
right.
Yeah.
So matter of fact, to answer this a little bit better for you, list all the quarterbacks that's available that's worth
There you
mentioning,
go.
and then we could definitely give you a better answer for sure on that one. So let us know as soon as you can. All right. So Elliot says, "Will Pierce get his starting job back?" I can't say. I don't know. I mean, Devin Singletary has played. Excuse me, has been excellent while he's been out. I don't know what to expect today, honestly. I don't know if it's going to go right back to Pierce and Pierce gets 60-40 split. I don't know if Singletary gets the start or not and they're at a 50-50 split or 64. I don't know. But that's one backfield I'm staying away from today just to wait and see what happens there.
I agree.
They ride the hot hand, and I would love to see Singletary continue on, but that's one of those wait and see approaches for sure. So I guess we just have to find out here in a few hours on that one. All right, as we keep it moving, Itty Bitty says top of the morning.
Itty Bitty, what's up, bro?
All right, and then Z Smitty says, I guess for his roster, just real quick: CJ Kyler, JT Mixon, Monty Walker, Charbonnet, JJ, CD, Puka, Lave, Sheesh, Deontay, Kincaid, Schultz. Injuries and back matchups have killed me, so unfortunately I'm 6-5.
Yeah, and the roster's not bad. The Walker and Charbonnet thing is pretty good. Like how did you handcuff those two? Like that seems like that worked out definitely in your favor.
Dude, the wide receivers, my gosh! Because when JJ comes back, look, I don't expect JJ to be the number one wide receiver in football based on the quarterback situation. However, I still expect him to be a wide receiver one out here doing this thing.
It's still Jettas, bro. It's still Jettas. So yeah, it's hey, Smitty, hang in there, bro. You 6-5 right now. Win today. Take this 1 week at a time. Because once JJ comes back, look, he already got Monty back, right? Monty came back and he's doing great. He came right back and he picked up where he left off. Like you mentioned, Jamar, I can't say like the same thing about Justin Jefferson because it's a different quarterback change, but he still is Jettas at the end of the day. So hang in there. I think you'll be okay with this lineup, man.
Absolutely. And I know you wasn't here last week, but I pretty much like the theme of last week was just get to the playoffs.
Yep.
Get to the playoffs. All bets are off. At that point, I don't care if you Robert Morris College against Duke in an NCAA. It don't matter because whoever comes to play that day comes to play. And I was telling him this story. This in our main league. It's been probably, I think, actually happened in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. It was either 13 or 14, so about 19 years ago. I never forget it. That this was the year I started off 0-4, but I had Brandon Marshall when he was on the Bears. I had Megatron. I had Josh Gordon when Josh Gordon was that guy that year. And I won 8 out the last 9, finished 8-5, went to the playoffs. I was feeling good. Matter of fact, I was feeling great. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing at that point. I was like, I'm about to finally get my crown here. I'm about to rewrite history real quick. First game of the playoffs for fantasy. I'm going against Keelan. He has Shady McCoy. The Eagles so happen to play the Lions in a blizzard in Philly. Megatron finished with 2 catches for 46 yards. LaShawn McCoy had over 200 yards rushing, had about 2 or 3 touchdowns. And that pretty much just that game right there just knocked me out the playoffs right then and there. It happens. So what moral of the story is anything can happen once you
Yep.
get to play. It don't even matter.
It's a brand new season. It is a brand new season. Everybody's 0-0. You know what I mean? I don't care if you were 11-3 and you came in and you got a 6-7 record and you just so happen to make it to like the playoffs. That 6-7 team can win a championship. I've done it. I've done it. With one less win than I had a loss, or vice versa. I've done it. So anything is possible. Brand new season.
Yep, anything's possible. Shout out to Kevin Garnett. All right, let's keep it moving. We got one here from Antonio. He says Pacheco, Kyren, or Warren, PPR. Whew.
What do you want me to do here, man? Yeah. What do you want me to do here, man? I'm going Jalen Warren. He already mentioned it for me, PPR. If it was standard, I would have probably leaned toward Pacheco here, considering like how well he's been running as of late and how well he just runs overall to me. I like Pacheco, fantastic fantasy running back, RB2 by any means. But Warren is on a different level right now, and he's getting involved inside the passing game. So he can be explosive in both facets. Therefore, I'm picking my dog. Give me some Jalen Warren.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that all three of these guys are viable options here.
Absolutely.
And I was leaning Pacheco. However, it is what have you done for me lately, league, and I would jump on the Warren train with you on this one. I will. But once again, all of them are viable options.
Absolutely. Yep.
Where's the Spider-Man meme that we used to refer to? Like that's pretty much. All right, so we're gonna go to Nathan real quick. Morning, Nathan. He says, please pick 2 to start. Standard. Eckler missing. Hunt, Cook. Hunt has a nice matchup. Ravens D is tough, and they may chew clock. Yep. Will the Steelers clamp down on Mixon with the new quarterback?
Picking two, huh? Eckler in there. Have to. Because he can score both receiving and rushing in this game. And then in any game. You know what I mean? So it's the second one that gets a little bit tricky. You know? Hunt can be good if he scores a touchdown. He has to score a touchdown for you in standard to be able to make this a thing. Jared Cook, I just feel like since this is a standard, I'm going to have to fade him a little bit. I'm thinking the first 2, Jamal. Like, I am legit thinking the first 2, considering the fact that I see 2 guys there who gets a bunch of volume. Volume is king in this situation here. If it was PPR, I would definitely give Cook a nod. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to have to roll with Eckler and Mixon.
I don't have to say anything. You described everything for me. We can keep moving. All right, so Nathan also says, also Justin Herbert Fields or Kyler Murray Fields revenge game after getting hurt. Kyler plays good against the Rams or don't get cute and just play my stud with Herbert. Okay. This one is a little tougher. I mean, Herbert is that guy. But Baltimore's defense is real. That is a real thing. Okay, so if I had to do a process of elimination, I would eliminate Kyler on this one.
I'm with you.
I mean, my boy is a viable option. He really is. But what are you thinking here? I know my guy is worth consideration for sure on this one, but what are you thinking?
No, I'm thinking still rolling with Herbo. I still am. And it is tough. It is tough. Like you mentioned already, as soon as you pulled this up or whatever, I automatically eliminated Kyler, right? And I'm gonna say this: if Fields can give you more with his legs in this game, and that's the thing, like we ain't got no crystal ball, right? If that's the case, we'll all be undefeated. You know what I mean? And I need to see Fields utilize his legs in this football game. It's going to be this one is a divisional matchup, right? Yeah. So so Herbert plays at home? Does he play at home?
Yep.
That's the only reason I'm taking him. The only reason. If it was on road, I'm going Fields all the way. So I still think that both of them are, tight. I said tight. Quarterback one, top 10 plays this week between Herbert and Fields. It's just that I'm gonna roll with Herbert at home. And again, this is another thing that might come back to bite me. But if your boy Jamar is able to utilize his legs, let's just say 7 rushes for 50 yards and a touchdown. I think that he'll, outscore Justin Herbert in this football game, considering that they do play against that tight Baltimore Ravens defense.
I mean, my boy definitely has a higher ceiling in this matchup for sure. My boy was over 100 yards on the ground last week. My boy has a lot to prove. It's not even more so the revenge game. It's just more so the look. He got 6 games left in the season. He's basically playing for his career to a certain degree. So he has every incentive to go out there and ball. And I was kind of mentioning that last week to where he needed to go out there and do his thing, and just be, capable, just be consistent, just be, if the reads ain't there, just play naturally. Don't force anything. Just play your game and against the Vikings, who can definitely be had. I mean, the upside and the ceiling is definitely there. So, I mean, what John said, I don't blame one bit. But,
no, I'm changing my answer. I'm changing it. You got me sold enough because it's like, okay, so we were already like on like the edge of the boat, right? I just needed somebody to, how you walk the plank with like a sword and you kind of poke somebody in the back and just send them over the edge. That's all I needed was to be sent over the edge, and that little poke was enough. So I'm gonna take Justin Fields in this game because of what I said before, his ability to utilize his legs, and I get it. Justin Herbert is at home against a very, very tough Baltimore defense. I'm kind of tired of saying that. So I'm not going to say Baltimore anymore for like the rest of, like the show. I know we still got some more questions going, but it seems like I'm talking them up today, and I can't do that. It's just, it don't even sound right.
All right. So if you have to mention that team, you could just say that team in Maryland.
Yeah, that purple team. That's
that purple.
Yeah, that purple team.
All right, fair enough. So definitely good luck to you, Nathan. Let us know how you do. Matter of fact, continue the conversation. Join our Discord. And speaking of Discords, Def Knockem, he definitely he did put the list, the quarterbacks available in our Discord. I'm reading it now. So yeah, Carr at home against the Lions. That's not bad. Russell Wilson at Houston.
And this was referring to like the week 13 question, right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so he got a couple of good options here.
Like
the two that pop up, Jamar, you already mentioned it. Russ at Houston. I like that game. I like that game a lot. And then the one that you already mentioned, Jamar, Kenny Pickett is still there at home against an Arizona Cardinals defense.
And that's more so seeing what Kenny Pickett does today
this week.
For him to be in consideration for that. So
yes, sir.
So yeah, let's definitely see how things play out here today. But
yeah, I'm liking those two though, for sure. So
all right, so appreciate you for posting that. I'm telling you, everybody, continue the conversation in our Discord. We are definitely getting it ramped up here.
It goes all the way into the last few minutes of the start of these noon games. So
yep. We even had questions about Thanksgiving games in there and everything else. So, yep. Keep it moving. Good morning, Marcus. Half point PPR. I need to start two. We got a lobby. We got Downs, OBJ, or Devontae Smith. Now, I said it earlier in the show. I'm gonna say it again. That Bills Eagles game is very fantasy friendly. It definitely is. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah, let's make this quick. Olave, Devontae Smith.
Okay.
Yep. So let's make it quick. Jamar, you already placed emphasis on that game, and I want that game. I'm watching that game. I got a lot of other things to do today. I kind of got like a full slate, but at the same time, nothing is going to stop me from watching that game. Like I want to see that game. So Devontae Smith, yes. Chris Olave for me, yes. Not saying that Josh Downs or OBJ can be good because they both can. You mentioned it. OBJ's been coming on strong here, Jamar. And Josh Downs he's that up and coming guy for that Indianapolis Colts receiving core that's gonna kind of hopefully take them over the top for like the next couple of years. Be that as it may, still Olave, still Devontae Smith.
Fair enough. I'm with you. I'm with you. So. All right, so got one more here from Nathan. He said, "Thank you. If I bench Herbert because of the Ravens defense, should I also bench Eckler? Seems like Eckler has been slower this year with no burst. You cannot bench Eckler.
Unfortunately, nope.
You can't do it.
Players like that. I think we already mentioned like a tough question earlier. Someone had one about. I think it was you, Jamal. When I was in the ringer, like we mentioned. Damn it. Wide receiver.
Chase.
Oh, Chase. There we go. So we mentioned Chase. You have to play him. You use your first round pick on Eckler. I'm probably 100% sure that you did. You have to play him, man, and live with whatever results that he gives you.
Yeah, I mean, is he gonna give you some weeks where it's now running back one production? It happens. Yep. However, the upside is too great. The floor is too great. Like anybody that has high floor and high ceilings, you automatically have to play each and every week. Is just what it is. Unless they really, really like turned into Mitchell Trubisky. Other than that, I don't know. So yeah, good luck to you on that one. We got one here from Icy. Henry or Kyren Williams?
Henry? Like as in Hunter?
I'm
Derek.
King.
Derek. I'm tripping.
I'm playing the King today. I'm playing the King, and look, I'm playing the King in DFS. I'm playing the King in fantasy leagues.
And why is that, Jamar?
Because the Carolina Panthers rush defense is so trash. Even Tony Pollard found the end zone last week.
Hey, yo, dude, it's funny because it's like, remember, I was finding my keys. I couldn't find my keys to the bus. And then Tony Pollard gonna come up and score 2 TDs in like the last 2 weeks. So he probably heard me jingling those keys. You know what I mean? So he's trying to stay off my bus, and that's okay. He's off for now.
Dude, and when I showed you that video, like I told you, he fought hard for that touchdown.
Bro, like man, tooth and nail.
Like he knew he ain't scored it since week 1. So he's like, I need this one. So yeah, King Henry.
Yep,
I have to. All right, so Itty Bitty has 2, Fields and Murray. I'm playing my guy.
Fields, yeah. Fields.
All right, and so second one here, we got Addison, Smith, Brown. We got White, Herbert, Warren. Let me get one wide receiver and one flex standard.
Dang it. Definitely not Hollywood. I can't roll with Khalil either.
Oh,
give me. I'm going. Damn it! One wide receiver, one flex. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Okay. This is going to be kind of tough because somebody's gonna get slided here. Somebody's gonna get slided.
It is
It's
what it
gonna
is.
be
It's a standard.
between Rashard White and Jalen Warren. Devontae Smith, you're gonna play him. Not saying that Jordan Addison is a bad play or whatever, because he's not.
He's not. He's not. He was thinking Addison and Warren at first.
Nothing's wrong with that combo. But I'm going Smith and Warren. I've been picking Jalen Warren all day today. Why in the hell would I stop now? Rashard White has been fantastic. Okay. PPR, he's been a PPR machine. You know what I'm saying? I'm going Smith and Warren, myself personally. And if he said he was going Addison and Warren, I am not mad at that either. I can be.
So I'm not mad at that one. I'm not mad at what you said. I'm gonna just throw just a little curveball in here just to consider, but I'm not mad at either one of those. What about Smith and Addison? I'm not mad at that either.
Oh, yeah, because he really don't need a running back as well. But this is standard too, though. If it was PPR, right. Definitely. So no, I'm not Rashard White or Kyren Williams. Look, itty bitty. You basically got a good problem to have, and like I mentioned, like a little bit earlier, somebody gonna get slighted, right? Because you got so much talent here to choose from, basically, and like that's. Everybody always think that that's a good thing. When it comes down to situations like this, no, it's not. Because one of these players you're going to have sitting on your bench is going to pop off for 25. It
happens all the time. It's a
possibility. Yeah. One of them going to pop off for 25. But you did the smart thing by drafting the way that you did. And sometimes it comes back to burn you. Because you got so many good players. And one of them might have an average game. And then somebody goes off for 20-plus points. So it's just, I'm not mad at what you chose initially. And your initial thoughts were Addison and Warren. I don't see anything wrong with that. No whatsoever. Myself personally, I'm picking Devontae Smith and Jalen Warren. But again, we're splitting hairs. We're legit splitting hairs.
You're right. And as far as this question here with the running backs, I'm going to have to go with the one that has what have you done for me lately, what I have seen. And that will be White. I'm not saying that Kyren can't come in and definitely find the end zone or anything like that, but I just know what White has been for that team, and I love White's matchup today. Matter of fact, White is in my cash game lineup today. That's how much I like White. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So good luck to you, and as we wait for any more questions here before we get ready to, shut it off here. I'm going to go through my upgrades and downgrades here. So, upgrades for this week. Joshua Dobbs. Rashard White, we just talked about him. Michael Pittman. I like the Colts and Bucks game. I do love that matchup for a lot of players in that game. David Njoku, I like him against Denver. I feel like the ball would have to be funneled inside a lot. I like that a lot. Downgrades, but I still have to start Russ in our two quarterback league. I have to start him. I trust Russ more than Will Levis. Even though Will Levis is going against Carolina, I just trust DangerRuss. I can give him that DangerRuss title again. We can give him that because he has been phenomenal at taking care of the football, and he has looked spectacular from the eye test.
And he stopped saying that goofy stuff, man. That he been saying like "let's ride" and stuff.
It felt like he been humbled.
As he should be. I get it, bro. You're a Christian guy. You do good in your community. You live a life, that you're supposed to live. You're dating Sierra, and you're married to Sierra, right? Like, aren't they married? They got kids together, so everything is good, man. But yeah, get back to focusing on football. It's your job, man. You're trying to solidify a spot amongst the best to ever do it. You know what I mean? He was legit on a pace to make the Hall. You know what I mean? Seriously.
He's still on that track.
Oh yeah, he's still on that track, but you don't want anything to deter that, because at the end of the day, This is a what have you done for me lately league, and he's starting to pick it back up.
Yeah. So yeah, Russ, tough matchup against the Browns. James Cook. I mean, Philly rush defense is no joke. So I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. He can still get his, but we're gonna have to work a little harder for that. Cortland Sutton, I'm not a fan of him going against Denzel Ward in that secondary in that defense in general. Gerald Everett against Baltimore, not a fan of that either. Um, so any DFS cash game attorney lineups, I do have that's going to be on the Discord. I do have a channel for that now. So thanks, Dave. We got that together. And then also, we definitely got to rock our hashtags here. Free my boy Kyle Pitts. Please get to a team with an actual quarterback here.
Right.
Also, even though he was mentioning my downgrades, free James Cook. Can we get the vultures out of there? Can we definitely get the vultures out of there? And newer hashtag here. Free Jalen Warren.
Facts.
And then also you asked me for this one here, so we got the hashtag post Matt Canada era.
Let's go.
so this is the stuff that we support here, on the channel. So as I guess we get closer to the end here, my friend, anything you want to discuss? Anything that we missed here?
No, I mean it was pretty good. We appreciate the coaches. They started to roll in or whatever. And Jamal, I think you already mentioned it, right? Like it's like crunch time. It's do or die. Your fate is almost decided at this point. Myself, honestly, I'm out of 2 fantasy leagues already. Like I'm just I've been out the door. You know what I mean? I just couldn't get over that hump this year. This is honestly probably one of the worst fantasy leagues that years that I've had in recent past. It was due to injury, due to players not performing up to their draft positions and things of that nature. You can't really predict this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's but I'm really really locked into the leagues that I am in, and I need a trophy every year. I need some sort of trophy. I got one last year. I think the year before I didn't have any. So I mean, it felt good to actually bring home some gold. And I'm trying to do the same thing. And I know you and I are in a couple of leagues together. So the leagues that I'm still active in, and you know what I'm trying to accomplish here. So
I mean, we have the same goals and aspirations, my friend, every year. But it can only be one winner. And I understand that.
It's gold or bust for me every year. Gold or bust. Nothing else. I mean, nothing else matters to this point. I really ain't got nothing else left to prove. I'm just trying to get more hardware. That's it.
It is. It's like, it's like Brady versus Manning. It's like, Kobe versus LeBron in that era at one point in time. And if we're going Pokemon, it's like Ash versus Gary. It's like, I mean, it is what it is, man. But at the end of the day, only be one winner, and I need that gold, man, just as much as you do, if not more.
Let me ask you this: How are you inside the Yahoo League?
I
are you out or?
I think your boy. I think I'm cooked.
Okay.
And it's a shame because this is one of those. If I had this team now that I had about 5 weeks ago, I think my fortune would have been changed. Like I really like my team now. I got CJ Stroud that I picked up off of waivers. Like I don't know who did it, but that gave me a fighting chance. I got Deebo Samuel. I mean, he went off. I got Tyreek Hill. Like, how am I not make the playoffs when I got Tyreek Hill on my team? I picked up James Conner off the waiver. I don't even know who did that, but that helps. I got Joe Mixon. I got Nico Collins. I got Evan Ingram. I mean, even Garrett Wilson is. I think that one right there, that hurt me though.
I mean, still fantasy relevant. It's just not living up to that ADP.
Because exactly. Because I drafted him to be my wide receiver 1.
Right.
And I also got Madison, Justin Fields. I mean, I mean, my team, I feel like it's solid enough to make the playoffs, but based on how things have transpired, I mean, it just the chips didn't fall that way.
Right.
So in that league, I'm 3-8. It is what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So basically, yeah, if you're at that 8L mark at this point, yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
I would need, bless you, I would need,
Thank you.
well, technically, I still got a chance.
Oh yeah. You're not mathematically eliminated, but
But
excuse me.
so I'm definitely playing every game to win and hoping for, things to roll my way. That's
Oh,
for
absolutely.
sure. So yeah, in the Yahoo League, that's where I'm at. Matter of fact, who I'm playing this week? Bills Mafia.
Okay. He's always tough. He's
Yeah,
always tough.
Bills Mafia. Oh yeah, he's 7-4. But I need to make that 7-5 for him. So
Yeah.
and then in the other Yahoo League in the 14 team, I'm 8-3. I'm second in that league. So I'm doing good somewhere here. That team's stout. So and I think our main league it's been I think it's been pretty competitive. It's been about I'll say a good 5 teams. That's pretty strong,
I think so.
including you, my friend. I've been paying attention to you from a distance in that.
Hey man, I'm trying to do what I got to do to get to where I got to go, man. You already know where that is. So
Indeed. And then in the Destination Fantasy League, I'm just trying to. Dude, Josh Allen has burned me so bad lately. Matter of fact, both them Bills players on my team has burned me. Him and Gabe Davis. You know what?
mm.
Both of them.
Oh, Gabe Davis should be on the bench three weeks ago.
Oh yeah, no, he is. But I'm just saying, like, just on average, when I have him on the bench, he goes off. The one time I started him, he gave me a middle finger. So it's like I'm dude, Bills players, we've been beefing the whole year. The whole year. And as a matter of fact, I'm playing you in the Destination Fantasy League this week.
Oh well, I already know that should be around.
You caught me lacking too.
Did I really?
You did because um, Thanksgiving morning I was on my way to my mom's house
Mm-hmm.
and I was sitting there talking to her and I didn't realize the game was on and I forgot to put um, Laporta in my lineup.
Oh, well, that's good for me then. Huh?
Yeah. So I'm playing your boy Fryer move today instead.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I need to win in that league too. So, but yeah. Nevertheless, I guess Mr. Reed, where can they find us?
You guys see the ticker right there, man. Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, iHeartRadio. I mean, basically wherever podcasts are found. We are streaming live right now on Twitch. We are streaming live on Facebook as well as YouTube. Make sure you go check out all the channels, you guys. Make sure you join the Discord as well. Like, share, comment, subscribe on all social media platforms. I mean, you guys are the reason why we are here, why we like getting up every morning discussing, this beautiful game of fantasy football. And again, man, we appreciate each and every one of you.
No, that's facts, man. We do this out the enjoyment of the lifestyle of fantasy football. So,
Absolutely.
with that being said, for Deshaun, for Ian that couldn't be here today, and Jamar, this is week 12 of the Destination Fantasy Podcast. We'll be back next week for week 13 as we get down to crunch time here. As we definitely get you ready for playoff pushes, playoff runs, and anything else in between. Join the Discord. But until next time, much love. Good luck today. And deuces.
Adios.